Just wondering, Billy Turner was talking the other day about the standard in that offensive line room and how it's kind of no matter who goes in, there's kind of a standard expectation. I'm just wondering who are the people who've kind of established that, who kind of let the younger guys know what's expected each Sunday and that type of thing.
Yeah, it definitely starts with Coach Stenovich and Coach Buckets. They set that standard, and then it's on the veterans to uphold it, and they do a really good job of that. And every year, I mean, you're always going to battle injuries, and it's always going to be next man up mentality. And we've taken that, and we all take this very serious. And with that, we're all feeling pretty good. It's just take it day by day, and that standard that's been set, it's really been paying off for us. And it's on veterans like Lucas, Billy, and Dave. They're really taking charge of that and carrying us along with them.
Steve, if you have another one, you can go ahead.
How do you feel about the way the line's performed so far these first few games, and where do you think y'all need to get better?
Yeah, we've been mixing up the lineups every year, every game so far. We're feeling pretty good. I mean, we've all been playing with each other for about like 2, almost 3 months now. So, we all have a really good feel for each other out there. And, everybody has an individual job to do out there collectively as a unit. And things have been starting to be meshing. We got a lot of young guys there, but, we all feel really good. And we just stick to our fundamentals that Coach Stenovich preaches to us. And everything's been going pretty good. And, just fall back on our training, and everything else takes care of itself.
Wes Hodkowitz.
Hey, John, as far as being able to sort of settle in there at left guard, I know obviously that's been a thing for you now for a year, but what was that like? And are there any different emotions when you're starting a game as opposed to last year when you were kind of having to be thrown in different scenarios?
Yeah, I think there's definitely I feel more comfortable when I know when I'm going to go in. When you're kind of that backup, the sixth offensive lineman, you don't really know when you're going to go in there. Someone could, break out of their shoe, bust a shoelace, and you got to be next man up right in there. You don't really know. But, when you're starting the game, you can mentally prepare yourself the whole day, and you go in that game feeling more comfortable and relaxed. But, it's really nerve-wracking on the sideline when you're that sixth guy, wondering when it's going to be, trying to stay ready the whole game. But, as long as I'm out there, I don't care, having fun, and I'm really enjoying it so far.
Wes, if you have another one, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I was just kind of wondering, working next to Josh there, what was that partnership like, and what did you think of the job he did? I know obviously he was here a year longer than you already, but getting his first start at left tackle with big shoes to fill there, how did you feel that whole thing went?
Yeah, I've been playing next to Josh, throughout all of training camp. Really, we've got a lot of on scout team last year. We got a lot of banked reps together, and I was really confident in him going to the game. It was a tough environment. I was trying to yell as loud as I could to communicate with him. My mouth guard popping out while I'm trying to yell. But we told each other, as long as you communicate, you're on the same page, you know what each other's doing, we'll be fine. And I think we handled our business pretty well on Sunday night. And Josh played really good. And as offensive line, we played really good, and that was evident in the win that we got, and a lot of fun. That was like my first real away game in a while, and I really enjoyed it. It was a cool way to end it for sure.
Any other questions? Wes, do you have another one?
Yeah, John, being able to go back to back, seeing that many snaps, what do you think that does for you in the long run? And I know you did get the preseason this year, but actually in those sort of settings with that type of emotion, what does that give you as far as a foundation to build off now moving forward?
Yeah, I think it's really just about building those reps, going against some of the best athletes in the world, some of the biggest, strongest, it's definitely given me a lot more confidence going forward, playing against the type of talent that we played against. And I hope that's able to carry me, and I'll keep improving week by week. That's kind of my mindset. And it really helps, like I said, with the confidence, just going forward. And in the end of it, it's going to be better for the team. So, just got to keep chipping away and getting better.
Steve McGargy?
You mentioned that a lot of y'all played together or practiced together for a few months now, but just how difficult is it when you have a different combination each week, and how have you been able to kind of withstand that so far, do you think?
Yeah, I think there's a different feel, when you're having combination blocks of different guys, whether I'm with, Josh inside, with Elton, or with Yash, everybody kind of fits the blocks differently. And that's what practice is for. I mean, we work a lot of like combination blocks in individual period, and then we carried it over the team. So you kind of get a feel for how everybody fits in it. And, with the way things been going this year, you never know who it's going to be out there. So, you just keep doing your thing, and the practice obviously really helps with that, and being able to get those reps with those guys, and just got to translate it over to the game.
Wes, go ahead.
Yeah, I know we talked a lot about your dad and some of the reviews he's given you, but what was sort of the reaction, to your first start, and what was that conversation like after the game 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, he's been working in New York, and he likes to, take videos. He obviously has to watch every play of every game. So when he gets to our game, he takes videos, likes to send me corrections, even though I pretty much have already heard all of them from Coach Stenovich. But he enjoys it, and I like it. He's always giving me reminders throughout the week, kind of stuff that he sees and whatever defense we're playing. But, I appreciate it. It's really cool to look at and just have like an extra set of eyes kind of focusing on me and helping me be the best I can.
Any other questions?
Yeah, John, if I can ask one more follow-up too. With Steno, we've heard Matt talk so much about him and the impact he's had with you guys. What do you think it is, either about his coaching style or the way he goes about it, that seems to have resonated? And it doesn't really even matter, whether it's an all-pro like David or Yash or, yourself going in. It seems like guys are ready to go. Yeah,
definitely. I think it's a standard that he set, and, the way that he coaches us, and, how we respond to that. And, he takes care of us, and in return, we have to take care of him and go out there and perform. And we all have a really great relationship with him, and, he's helps us whenever we need it. And, we go out there and we're able to play for him, and the result turns out really good. And being with Coach Stenovich, Coach Buckus, it makes it really easy, and the veterans are holding that standard and making sure everybody's accountable. And I'd say it's a good vibe in our room, and I think it makes us better.
Wes, go ahead if you have a follow-up, and then we can wrap it up.
Last one for me, John. With Pittsburgh's front, what is the challenge with the looks that they present? I think Matt might have called it organized chaos this week. Obviously, it's those old LeBeau kind of fundamentals, but in what ways does that stress you as an offensive lineman, that what they show?
Yeah, with them, their defense posed a lot of challenges, going out there, whether they're in 12, 21, 11 personnel, they'll play base or nickel to anything. So, we kind of just have to see who they sub on the field, who they put on, who they take off. Regardless, any down, they can be whatever personnel, whatever front they want to be in. And, they can walk around their spinner with number 90, just picking and choosing where he wants to go. So, they got a lot of stressors, but, we have a game plan for that, and we're prepared. And, it's going to be exciting. I don't think I've ever really played a defense that's like this. And I'm anticipating it being a really physical game, and I'm looking forward to it.